Afternoon, everyone. So, this afternoon we are going to do a well-being session, and I want you to think about your worries. At this really uncertain time, I'm sure you've got lots of them, but I just want you to use these strategies that we're going to look at today to try and just break them down, talk to someone, and then hopefully you'll see that if you share a worry, it can get smaller. Okay? So, some things that you might worry about, just write them down. Put a couple of bullet points on pieces of paper. You haven't got to share this with me if you don't want to. Remember, when we do anything about health and well-being, it's your choice. If you don't want to share, you haven't got to. So, some things that you might worry about might be some tests, getting ill, what others think of you, um, whether or not you've got the newest game, if you're wrong when you put your hand up to answer a question, things like that. Now, for some people, they might seem like small worries, but from others, they could be big worries. So, what I would like you to do is write your big worries. Now, you'll have less of these, but they are still important. They play on your mind. So, put your big worries here. Now, then you've got your medium worries. These are more common and don't feel very good. What could you do if you have one of those, do you think? And then we have smaller worries. We have day to day worries. Sometimes I think, what if I'm late for work? What am I going to do? What if I'm late when I've got a late leaving school? Then I hit traffic and then I'm late picking up my little girl. So these are your smaller worries. Now we can break down worries by using different strategies and different techniques. Okay, so this is one scenario we've got here. So this little girl says, I'm scared of the dark. Okay. So step one, ask yourself why. Why would she be scared of the dark? Might be she's watched some scary movies. It might be that she imagined something come to get her. Could be that her imagination is just running wild and she thinks there might be like monsters under the bed. Step two, okay, what could she do to start help solving her problem? So she could sleep with the landing light on and the door wide open. Then she could make it a bit darker so she could close the door slightly. She could sleep with a small light on but with the door shut, so like a little bedside table lamp. Then she could eventually, hopefully, lead on to no light and with the door shut. So she's taken steps to help her. Another one, so we've got this little boy says, I'm scared of a maths test. Now, I know lots of you used to worry about big maths and getting things wrong. So, why? Ask yourself why. Why are you scared? So he says, I imagine myself not doing very well. Well, how can you prepare for it? So you could practice more so you feel more confident. You could think about what's the worst thing that could happen. So worst thing that could possibly happen, you could have 0 out of 10. Is it really that bad? What does it tell you? It just tells you that you need to practice. You could ask your teacher for some more help. You could have mum or dad or your brothers or sisters to help you at home. And then the next time, hopefully, it'll be a little bit better. And then step four, think about what you've learned from it. So you know you can do this test. It'll help you. If I don't do it, what am I missing out on? So you could be missing out on those basic number skills. We've talked about number bonds and we've talked about money and telling the time. Those are skills that you need forever in your life. So if you don't practice those skills, what could you be missing out on? You could miss out on catching a bus at the right time. Someone could maybe shortchange you in the shop. Okay, so the more you practice, the better you would be, and then you won't miss out on those things. So I just want you to then put, if you've got a worry in yourself, if you would like to share it, and think about ways you could break down your worries.